Hello. Hi. Okay, so today I am gonna be making pandesal. But first thing I'm gonna do is the yeast. I have that spoon. I get a warm water, like half a cup of water. So I'm walking you guys step by step. My watch is over here because when I need, so I use the active dry yeast, and so what we need is yeast, sugar, breadcrumbs, cooking oil, flour, and of course, I use, instead of powdered milk, I use evaporated milk. Okay. Somebody asked me how hot could it be. So I warm this up maybe about 10 minutes in this, half a cup of water or something, and then I add a teaspoon of sugar and a teaspoon of sugar and my cat there. I was doing it over here, but it's supposed to be here. Okay, so what I use is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I use 5 teaspoons of the yeast and mix with sugar and mix it this way. So, people are like, you have to do it from the start. So I'm doing it from the start, and this is how it looks like. So you just have to mix the sugar and the yeast and the warm water, not hot water, not cold water. It's warm water. If you go out, then it's too hot for the yeast. Then the yeast will die, and it's not gonna make your pandesal rise up. Okay, there you go. So I'm gonna set that aside over there. Next, I have my pan, my thing. So I'll put 6 cups of flour in here. This is all-purpose flour. I tried the bread flour, didn't work. I'm like 6, but then it's like tapping. Yeah, I like doing that. And then I mix the sugar, like not a cup of sugar. It's about 2/3. And then a little, and a little bit of salt, maybe a teaspoon or something, or half a teaspoon, just a little bit. And mix it. So mix while you're waiting for your yeast to I went outside and it was so windy and I start coughing, allergies. Okay, so I'm waiting for that. Normally the yeast will it's gonna get big to it will rise up. So I normally wait for 20 minutes. So I'll set that aside. And one more thing that I'm doing today is my husband requested me to make banana bread. So while I'm waiting for that, I'm gonna get the banana bread thingy ready. So, you know, multitasking. So this kind of bananas are the good ones to make banana bread with. And I purposely buy I normally don't like, you know, overripe bananas. I call it overripe. But these are the good ones to put in a banana bread. So very cool. I don't like this. So that. How many bread do you want, honey? Lots. Two loaves. Okay. Okay. He wants me to make a lot. So I have about 7 of those. Well, 6, because some of them are not completely. So, yeah. Okay. That. And where is my potato masher? Okay, I'm mixing my potato masher. Masher. Okay, found it. So, I have this. This is the mashed potato. So, just mush it like this. You know, I don't even just because I know what I'm doing, I don't even measure them. So there you go. I just perfect. Okay, there you go. That's done. Perfect. And I'm gonna crack some eggs in it with it. Eggs. About 6 of them. Okay. Maybe I'll use my mixer later, but mix the egg with the there you go, and then I'll add some sugar. There you go. A little bit of salt. I know, right? It's supposed to be sweet, but that's just the way it is. Okay, so and hopefully it's not too sweet. Well, it's supposed to be sweet. And in the meantime, I didn't plan this banana bread. I just looked and there's bananas there, and I'm supposed to make it. So, but I really planned on making the pandesal. Okay, the binding, instead of butter, I put oil. I use canola oil. Okay, let's put some oil in there. And I'm gonna use a little bit of milk. Add a little bit of milk, evaporated milk, and mix. Maybe I'll use my mixer, but it seems like it's mixing together properly. So okay. Okay. One. And another thing. Okay, I'll set aside that for a bit. I'll set that aside a little bit. In another pan, I am gonna mix some flour, maybe 3 cups. Yeah. And then, yeah, I know my cat keeps meowing and meowing. And then I have a baking powder. Oh, too much. Teaspoon of baking powder. Oh my goodness. Gavin has issues. And I hope you didn't move my no, I can't find my somebody moved my ow. So I'm gonna put some cinnamon. ground cinnamon. Oops. Okay. Mix it with that. Let's see. Should be good. Ooh, smells good. Do you want to go outside? Do you want to go outside? No. Oh. Okay. So just keep saying that. I keep mixing that and add a little bit more cinnamon. Yeah. So yep, when you make banana bread, you gotta have cinnamon. And then when you put it in a baking dish, with the baking dish with butter or spray oil, something, and then also coat it with cinnamon and sugar. But I'm gonna show you guys. So, yeah, I'm gonna be baking tonight. Okay, I'm gonna mix this mixture with the banana. Mix. And just mix it. There you go. Look at that mix. Maybe I'll add a little bit more flour. Because it's a bread. It's not a, what you call it. So, there you go. Add a little bit more. I don't taste my food. I don't taste it. It's just, and I don't really, okay. I will taste it. Yum, yum, yum. Wow. That's already good. Okay. Shh. What? Gavin is trying to steal the show. So, do you want to go outside? Yeah? Okay, let's go. I'm gonna let my kitty out first. Because he wants to go outside. Do you want to go outside? Where is he? Over here. Do you want to go outside? Okay, go. Yeah, go. Okay. Okay. I let them out the front. Good. There's the puppy in the back. Okay, I added a little bit more. So it's not too wet. And it won't flop. Okay. Honeybee, can you please beam the fan on me? Okay, there you go. That is that. I'm still waiting for the thing to rise. So I'm gonna show you the baking pan, the baking dish. Where's my baking dish? Aha. Oh, it's not a good baking dish. This one can be thrown away. This one. Yeah, please, that one. Yeah. Where? See, I'm not even ready with all my gadgets. And so I got one here. And my other one. Okay. We need a WD-40 on that door, right? Okay. My other one is this one. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is make sure it's dry. And it's dry. And I'm gonna show you guys the mix of the sugar and cinnamon. So I got here sugar and I got cinnamon. I mix them. Mix them up. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Not too cinnamony. I don't like a lot of cinnamon, but hey, you know what? Maybe they like cinnamon. The family then. Okay, so there you go. And then I'm gonna line up the so I use this. This is canola oil, non-stick cooking spray. So I'll just spray inside like that, like that, and wipe them down a bit. Yeah, wipe them down a bit so it's not too wet. It's just enough to coat the thingy. And then what I do is I put like this. I put it this way. See, I play around, coat the pan with the cinnamon and sugar. There you go. And then the other one, same thing. There you go. And then the leftover sugar and cinnamon, I'll put it on top when I after I put the mix in. Okay. And put it in halfway through. Put it in halfway through, or I'm gonna get a different one, spatula, so I can scoop everything. Yeah, it's not that hard to do all these things. You just and so halfway through. Halfway through. go. And I like to clean as I go. Perfect. Yeah. Okay, so I have 2 pans of banana mix for banana bread, and I'm topping them with nuts. I hope they're not allergic to pecans and nuts, honey.
What's that?
I hope they're not allergic to nuts.
Yeah, that'll be fine. Just put those on top, right?
Yeah. Okay. So I'm putting nuts. This is pecan. Oh, this has got more. Okay. And then I also have almond. Yeah, so I didn't mix it just in case they don't, some of them don't like nuts, then you can just take the top off and eat the bottom part. And then, like I said, I'm gonna sprinkle some of the sugary cinnamony thingy, make it more. Okay, and it's gonna go. See how quick that is. See how quick to make that banana bread mix. Okay. Oh, that's too much. I'm too sweet. Okay, so I'm gonna put that aside. Okay. So this is going in the oven. At 350, and I'll bake it for bake them side by side. 350 for however long it'll take. I'll put it for 30 minutes first, and then I will add as I see fit. Okay, so that is done. Let's clean this area. We don't want cinnamon in our pandesal, no? We're not making cinnamon bread. We're making pandesal. Okay. Okay. So, this is how I get my exercise, cooking. Okay, there you go. And this is my flour, my mix. Okay, so look at this. This is the see the yeast mix. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put oil in that. So oil is the binder for any cooking when you're baking. when you're making bread. Butter, oil, anything. Some people uses what you call it, butter, but I use the evaporated milk instead of powdered milk. My original friend, my friend taught me with the powdered milk, but I've done I like the texture of okay, so I'm gonna add the yeast mix in here. It's alive and active. Okay. A lot of things going on. So what I do is I'm gonna mix this. Mix everything. With where I did the yeast, I rinse it out with water and add more water in that because we don't want it dry. If you're just tuning in, I'm making pandesal and I have started, I showed how I did the yeast, and now that the yeast is active, now I'm doing this too. Mix, mix, mix. It's really hard to mix. It gets heavy. Wow, it's hard. Okay. What I do now, it is better. It's faster for me to mix it. Oh, knead it. Sorry. Knead. Okay. So what I do is I do some flour here. Yeah. And do a little bit like this here. And put it there. And dump my dough there. It's not a dough yet, but dough in the making. Okay, there you go. Set that bowl aside. I have this in my hand. Okay, the kneading process begins. Begins. I just add a little bit more of the flour. I actually have this is good if you have something like this. You just use it to scrape. sometimes, you know what I do? Put oil in my hand so it doesn't get so sticky. Yes, it is tiring. I have to fight with the dough. The more you knead, the more the yeast becomes very active and alive, and the more your bread rise up. Your dough. You're probably asking, why don't I take out my watch? Okay, so my watch is showing how many calories I burn. And at my work, I'm signed up for what you call the vitality, the power of vitality. And the more calories I burn, the more steps I make, the more money I make. Yes, I get gift cards, Amazon, Fandango, even airline tickets. So far I've used up 100 points. Yeah, $100 worth so far. I have $100 more or more, and that's why the more I burn calories, the more it's recorded, the more I make money. It's a good thing. It's a good way of earning money, points. Amazon, yeah. And also burning calories. So, yeah. So this is I broke my thingy. I need a new one. See, I broke it. I need to go to the kitchen store and get a new one. See how it's not, the more you need it, the more this doesn't get so sticky anymore. And that's good. And that's when you know that you're doing a good thing. At least 20 minutes of kneading. Sometimes if you measure things, doesn't really make sense. It doesn't really get you the good results that you want. But if you know what you're doing, you don't have to measure anything. Okay. Has it been 20 minutes? Okay. Okay. I think this is ready. Okay. Pretty good. So, now this one I haven't rinsed it, but it's okay. Put it back to that. And whew, I'm winded. It's either I cover it with a towel or plastic wrap, cling wrap. So okay, there you go. And this would sit for a couple hours. And while I'm waiting and all that thing, I'm cleaning my mess. So, I don't know if you guys have seen a lot of my videos, but after this, after it risen, I'm gonna but I'm gonna show you guys also. So I'm gonna say bye for now. That's how I make my dough. That's how I make my banana bread mix. And see you next time. Bye.